Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. I want y'all to imagine with me a minute. Do it by yourself somewhere. You don't have to do it with me. But take what we know about the Bible and what it says about heaven and hell. And it says heaven has streets of gold, got gates of pearl, walls of jasper. I think it says it's got a crystal lake. And it says that there's no need for the sun there because Christ is there and he's the one shining the light. I want you to think about that. And then go over to hell in your mind, what hell is like. We know hell is a place of it's been explained to us as a place of eternal punishment. People are never satisfied, and there's the fires of hell that you're constantly burning. You're constantly burning. That's the major aspect of hell, or attribute of hell, is that it's always burning. You're never going to quench the burn. It's eternal. And then I want you to look at the kind of people that we know is going to be in hell and the kind of people we know that's going to be in heaven. And what we know as Christians that who's going to be in heaven are those that have been able to forgive others and have been able to accept forgiveness from Christ. Big problem, big problem. Sometimes you don't know if you're holding a grudge or you're just protecting yourself. And then sometimes some things are done to you and you have to work through it because you can't just let your guard down for somebody. You got to put up a fight to stop them. And then you got to keep one eye on them. But somehow during the process, you've got to forgive them and let them go on their way. And be willing to kind of let them come back around if they're going to treat you right. Or you can still maybe have something to do with them, but not like you once did. Okay, so I'm really not sitting here making a religious statement as much as I am trying to get our mind around in the concept, I guess, of what heaven and hell is, and then what it's made up of the people there. And we know that hell is made up of people that just did what they wanted to do, and they enjoyed certain things, and hell ended up being their punishment. Okay. Now, if you got the understanding of who's in hell and who's in heaven, and the physical attributes of heaven and hell as we've been told. But let's take away the physical attributes of heaven and hell and just leave the people. And if you can do that and ask yourself what kind of person you are and what kind of people you like to hang around, you just solved your problem if you're having a hellish experience here on this earth. It's about who you're hanging around and who you let get too close to you, or who you didn't see coming. And I don't know, when we're talking like this, it sounds like it's unforgiveness. No, somehow you got to build your life around this situation of you're going to be around certain people because you're going to behave a certain way. And then when you gotta sort of leave the door open to help these other people, and you can't just shun them. But at the same time, you gotta protect yourself, because let's face it, heaven has gates to it, and just anybody ain't getting in there. Pretty clear understanding of what heaven's like. It's got barriers up. Got good people in it. Got people that's done wrong, but they're trying to do better. And it's got boundaries up, if you want to call it. It's got boundaries. You know, I hate that term. But just anybody ain't getting in there. But what's that on the outside? Just anybody can get in that. Anybody. Anybody can go to hell. You ain't got to do nothing special to go to hell. Just look at the people. And look at who you gravitate toward. You just identified your problem. Now, the problem is, this goes back to that other video I made, that you'll never be able to prove that this place ain't hell to those religions that believe that this earth is hell. Because there's only two choices: heaven or hell. And we know this ain't heaven. We know this ain't heaven. Now somebody said, well, it's an in-between place. That's right. I'll give you that. But this can be hellish here, or it can be heavenly. And it's directly connected to who you are as a person and who you hang around with. Somehow you've got to have the people closest to you that want to go toward that heavenly experience on this earth. And somehow that core group of friends that you got, or people you like to hang with, or your believers, you got to keep them other people out. This flies right in the face of what these churches are teaching now. The Bible tells us to be in the world, but not of the world. And that means you don't let the world in to your people. You can let them sort of see parts of you, you know, you can let them experience you, and then you can accept them in as they accept Christ, and you see them doing better. But then they have to be kind of trained. We're gonna get into some more of this. But I'm telling you, 80% of Bessemer is religious. 80% of Bessemer is Southern Baptist. But they're one of the most dangerous cities in the nation. That does not make sense.